If you are studying marketing, advertising, or communications right now, or you have just graduated and are wondering what kind of roles are there in the media or marketing space, this video is for you. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into the most accessible and foundational roles in the advertising space, the media planner. And I'm specifically talking about what this role looks like in Canada in media agencies for someone who has anywhere from 0 to 2 years of experience. So let's jump in. First things first, what actually is a media planner? In the most simplest terms, a media planner is a person who figures out where and when to show ads to the right audience. Let me give you an example. Let's say there is this new plant-based burger company that wants to launch in Toronto. They have a budget of $500,000 and they want to reach out to health-conscious consumers who are either Gen Z or millennials. Now, as a media planner, you would be the one answering questions like, should I advertise on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube? Should I buy TV spots during Olympics? How should I spend the entire $500,000 across different channels? Should I buy billboards on Gardiner Expressway? Basically, you are building a blueprint of where each advertising dollar goes. And here is an important distinction: media planner versus media buyer. Both these roles work hand in hand, but they are different. A media planner is the one who creates and builds the strategy around when, where, how, why, whereas the media buyer is the one who executes that strategy. Now, as a junior media planner, in smaller agencies, you might do both of these. But in bigger agencies like WPP, Omnicom, Publicis, these would be two separate roles. And as a junior media planner, you might end up supporting both planning and buying activities. What does a typical day or week look like as a media planner working in a Canadian media agency? Let's look at some responsibilities. Number one, research and audience analysis. You are constantly digging into data. Who is the target audience? What are their media habits? Are they streaming Netflix or still watching traditional TV? Are they scrolling Instagram at 9 p.m. or tuning into podcast? You'll find that from platforms like Vividata, Numeris, ComScore, or social media analytics tools. Number two, building a media plan. That's the core job. You are creating documents that outline your entire media strategy for the campaign, which includes target audience, understanding the demo and the psychographics, media objectives. What exactly are we trying to achieve? Channel recommendations, TV, radio, digital, print, flight dates, budget allocation, and finally, expected reach and frequency delivery. You'll be constantly working in Excel and PowerPoint. Number three, collaborating with internal teams. You are not working in isolation, rather you are collaborating with others within your agency. Account management, who are constantly in touch with the client. Buying team, who are going to execute your strategy. Creative teams, so that you understand the different ad formats. And finally, the measurement team to measure your campaign performance. Number four, client communication. As a junior media planner, you can still be expected to be on client calls, and sometimes even clients can ask you to share your rationale for your media recommendations. So, communication as a skill is huge here. Number 5, monitoring industry trends. Ad tech or media landscape changes very quickly. New platforms emerge, privacy rules change, audience behavior shift, and as a media strategist, you need to be on top of these. Last but not the least, campaign performance and analysis. Once a campaign wraps up, you are expected to put together a campaign wrap-up report, sometimes in an Excel sheet, but oftentimes in a presentation, so that you can share the learnings as well as the results of the campaign with your client. How did the campaign do? Did we hit our targets? What are the things we can learn? What was good? What was bad? All of this is helpful for your future planning campaigns. What skills do you actually need to succeed as a media planner in Canada? Let's talk about hard skills first. Excel proficiency. As you'll be building your plans, managing budgets, putting together numbers in Excel, it's important that you are comfortable with things like pivot tables, VLOOKUPs, general formulas, etc. If Excel is not something you are comfortable with, go and start learning it now. Number 2, PowerPoint. You'll be building a lot of PowerPoint decks for your clients. So it's important that you have that skill. Number 3, analytical thinking. Apart from putting the numbers together in a presentable form, you also need to understand how to analyze those numbers and how to analyze insights and stories that those numbers tell. So getting comfortable with numbers is absolutely critical. Number 4, media math. Understanding the media terms, things like GRPs, CPM, reach and frequency, incrementality, attribution. I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you don't know that at this point in time, it's fine. It is something you can learn on the job as well. And finally, digital media knowledge. Gaining understanding about how different digital platforms work, Google Ads, Facebook Ad Manager, programmatic buying, SEO, SEM, etc. You need to pick up these skills, and there are lots of free courses that are available for help. Now, the soft skills. Communication, as I already told you, is a big one, is a huge one. So that's number 1. Number 2, attention to detail. Because you'll be dealing a lot with numbers, handling budgets, taking care of campaign performances. One wrong number on your deck in your client presentation can actually impact your credibility. So you need to have that attention to detail. Number 3, time management. You'll be dealing with lots of responsibilities. You might be also handling multiple clients, multiple campaigns. So time management is absolutely necessary. Adaptability. Clients change their mind. Sometimes they change their mind a lot, and sometimes campaigns need to change at the last minute. So adaptability is crucial. And finally, curiosity. Media and marketing as a space is changing, and changing a lot at a much faster pace. So a curious mind will definitely thrive. Let's talk about where you'll actually work as a media planner in Canada. So media planning agencies. Media planning agencies are basically agencies that brands hire to plan and buy their advertising. These agencies have very deep relationship with vendors, think TV, digital, outdoor, etc. And they are able to command good rates and prices because they buy at scale. There are lots of big holdco or holding companies, one being WPP. These are a group of agencies like Ascents Mediacom, Wavemaker, Mindshare, etc. Then there is Omnicom Media, which has Omnicom, PhD, and Arts and Sciences. Then there is Publicis, which has Zenith, Starcom, Spark Foundry, etc. Then there is Dentsu, there is Havas Media, and other independent agencies. Most of these agencies have offices in Toronto. Toronto is basically an advertising hub, but they also have offices in places like Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal. Montreal being a big one because usually there is French and bilingual work that happens a lot there. Now, what's the best part of working in media agencies? Number one, you get exposed to multiple clients and industries. And that's how you are able to build your portfolio of work very quickly. So the kind of exposure you get is actually great. The training programs they have are very structured internally, but because they are working with a lot of different vendors, most of the time they have trainings that are organized by vendors. For example, a couple of my students are working at Publicis. They keep having trainings from Amazon, Google, Facebook, etc. And another benefit of working in an agency is that they have a very clear career progression, which might be very helpful and interesting for somebody who's just entering the industry. Let's talk about money, because I know you would be keen to know about that. So in media planning, if you are starting with 0 to 1 years of experience, you can start at a level of 40 to 45,000 annually. Once you gain a bit more experience, which is right around 2 years, you can get in the range of 50 to 60K annually. I know this might sound low if you compare that to tech salaries, and but in media, this is what you get in the beginning. However, there is this upside, which is there is rapid progression if you are good at your work, and you can easily get to a managerial level or a senior media planner within 3 to 4 years, and that can get you to a level of 70 to 90K. Many agencies also offer bonuses. The skills that you learn are highly transferable, and you definitely have an opportunity where you can move to the client side. Now, the career progression goes like this. You start at media planner, or maybe a junior media planner or media coordinator level. Then comes the media planner, then senior media planner, then a media supervisor, and finally you get to the media director level. How do you actually land that role? Let's talk about the educational background. Most of the media planners that come in have a degree or a diploma in advertising, communications, marketing, or business. Having said that, there might also be people who are coming from absolutely different background, but definitely with transferable skills. And if you do not have a degree or diploma in this, you can definitely look at colleges like George Brown, Seneca, Humber, Sheridan, University of Toronto. They all have courses in these fields. Now, education is good, but most of the time media agencies also appreciate interest and aptitude. So 3 things that you can do to stand out. Number 1, focus on certifications. Look at certifications that are easily available, like Google Ads, Meta Blueprint, HubSpot content marketing certification. These do not take a lot of time, maybe a couple of hours, will cost you a couple of dollars, and it shows that you have the basics. Number 2, internships. Whenever you get a chance to do an internship or a co-op, try to get into a media agency because of the kind of exposure you will get. Even if you do not get that media planner role, get into any adjacent role that might be open, because it is important for you to get your foot into the door. And most of the time, media agencies prefer to promote people internally, basically to hire interns as their full-time employees rather than to look out for talent. And finally, number 3, network. Build a network, maybe get involved in events, industry events, and with associations like Canadian Marketing Association, American Marketing Associations, IAB. Most of the time, these associations have events going on. Your college might have, free passes or things like that that can help you to attend those courses, or you can volunteer with these associations and get access to amazing lectures, webinars, as well as increase your network. You can also connect with other media planners and media professionals on LinkedIn and try to get on a call with them, try to get informational interviews and build your network from there so that you can get access to internal information, guidance, as well as sometimes some hidden jobs. So there you have it, a complete deep dive into how to be a media planner in Canada. This is a fantastic entry point into the advertising industry. It's fast paced, it's full of learning and opportunities, and it gives you all the foundational skills that you need to succeed in your career. It will help you throughout your career. I understand that the beginning compensation might not be very lucrative. Even the hours sometimes can be long. But if you are somebody who's curious about strategy, data, consumer behavior, this career can be immensely rewarding. I hope all the students watching this video, especially from the advertising and the marketing background, have now got the understanding of what to expect and how to prepare for it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody who might need it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.